Hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special occasion in the lives of our young adults whose accomplishments we are celebrating today, like baptism and marriage. The graduation ceremony is one of great tradition and respect. During the presentation of diplomas, we ask that families and guests help us to maintain the dignity of the ceremony by limiting the cheers so that all students may have the honor of hearing their names read. And now, it is my great honor to present to you the GEO Next Generation Academy, class of 2024. At this time, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Graduates and families, you may be seated. At this time, I am honored to welcome our founder and superintendent, Mr. Kevin Teasley, to give our opening remarks.
Good evening. Thank you for that applause. I'm joking. It is an honor to be here tonight and to welcome you to GEO Next Generation Academy. These are some fun times. I think this is the first class that actually started with us when we opened. Am I correct? Can I have those of you who were with us at the very beginning please stand? Yeah, now they deserve an applause. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. These students started during COVID, the beginning of COVID. Wasn't exactly the best time to open a school. But they chose to come to Next Gen because we had a promise. And the promise is that we'd be a little different. A little different. And what does that mean? It means that here, we believe in our students and their abilities to do more than high school, more than tradition expects. So what does that mean? That means no, please stay, please keep standing. I want you to keep standing. Sorry. I'm standing, you can stand. I'm joking. Anyway, what does it mean? It means that they can take college and career courses, that they can earn real college credits and college degrees while they are here at Next Generation High School. So let me see. How many students who are standing, and if you're not standing, I do want you to stand at this point, have earned a career certification while you're with us? Please stand. How many students who are still standing, and if you're not standing, please stand, have earned the Indiana College Core? All of these students have either earned a career certification or the Indiana College Core. Career certification means somebody's got a real nice job right now, right? Driving, he's got his CDL license. He's our first CDL license, and I tell you what, he's starting something because up in Gary we're going to do that, and down in Baton Rouge we're going to do that because of you, sir. So thanks for doing that. All right? Takes a leader. These others who are standing earned the Indiana College Core. What is that? That's 1 full year of college. 1 full year of college earned in 4 years of high school. That's 5 years and 4 years, folks. That's pretty doggone good. Let's give them a round of applause. And we have one person, I believe, who will remain standing, but everybody else, please be seated. Angel, please stand. He earned his full associate degree, folks. That's 2 years of college in 4 years' time with high school. Yeah, he's a little bashful and wants to sit down. That's okay. But I do want to congratulate everybody, the entire class, for what you have done over the last 4 years. Now, not everybody earned a career certification or Indiana College Core or the associate degree, but I believe everybody experienced college. And that's really the most important piece of this school. We want our students to experience real college. They go to Indiana University, Indianapolis. They go to Ivy Tech Community College. We also have a relationship with Marion University. We'll get there. But the important point is that these students get that experience on the college campus while they are with us, so that our loving and best staff in Indianapolis, please stand, the staff, please stand, and you should be recognized and thanked. Yes, the staff. We don't just throw them over to IU and Ivy Tech. The staff checks in with the students every day. How you doing on that math? How you doing on that language arts? How are you doing in that college course? And are you keeping up? And by the way, are you feeling okay socially, emotionally? Because if you're not, we're here to help you. That's what this staff does. They hold their hand to the degree they want it, and it's necessary. So thank you, staff, for what you have done. There's some other staff in the audience that actually does deserve to be recognized, and please, if you're with GEO, please stand. Rita, Anita, Rick, Lisa, and Dana. Am I missing anybody else? Oh, Leanne and Dawn. Now, these folks who are standing, you don't see them every day, but they're the ones who are behind the scenes making sure that we have a building, that we're compliant with the state, that we have technology, that we're getting folks signed up for college and career, and that we're supporting you in every way possible. So thank you all for what you do to make this work, okay? So thank you. And then we have, the school doesn't exist without an authorizer. Ms. Sherry Scott, please stand, our authorizer. So the school started with less than 100 students. Today we're over 220. And yesterday we got some good news, and I just want to share it with everybody. We are currently a 7 through 12. This fall we will be a K through 12. It's a one-stop shop. So if you like what your 7th through 12th grader has, and maybe you have a younger sibling, please consider the K through 6, because we want to get students started earlier on that college and career path. And it can happen. And I'm going to give you a little story. And I'm going to tell you why Angel, when what he did was so important. In 2011, we had a student in Gary, Indiana. We have a school in Gary, who was ready to drop out. No one in his family went to college. He didn't think he was college material. He couldn't afford college. His name was Vincent Pena. We knew Vincent could do college. So we went to Vincent and we said, look, if we take you over to Ivy Tech and you take the college entrance exam, and you pass any part of it, we're going to put you in real college today. Are you willing to do that? He said yes. He took the test. He passed. Next thing you know, he's in college. And 2 years later, he was the first student in Northwest Indiana to earn a full associate degree while still in high school. That was in 2013. Today, in Gary, Indiana, we're approaching more than 60 students who have earned full associate degrees while in our high school. And this year, we have students who have gone on and earned a full bachelor's degree from Indiana University and from Purdue University before graduating from our high school in Gary, Indiana. So if the goal eventually is to get as many students as possible to earn a full bachelor's degree before graduating from high school. You're saying, how can that happen? It can. We pay 100% of it. So tuition's not an issue to parents. Textbooks, not an issue. Transportation, not an issue. These students proved over the last 4 years in some of the most trying times, COVID. Remember blended learning? Remember learning at home in your pajamas, on your computer? And now you're in class, but you've all earned at least a year and even an associate degree. So Angel opened the door, and I believe next year we're going to have 5 more students get an associate degree. And that's just the beginning, folks. So I want to congratulate the 2024 class, not only for what you have achieved, but what you have done to lead and to support others in what they want to do. And for getting your name, folks, this isn't your traditional high school gym. That banner over there I do want to call your attention to. That banner celebrates all of the students who've earned the Indiana College Core or an associate degree. That banner will be in this gym in perpetuity. We will celebrate these students long after they are gone. And guess what? We will be updating it because every single year we will have more students to add. So thank you for leading and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Teasley. So as we move on in the ceremony, I am so proud to introduce our next speaker. She's smiling at me, she's shy. So please welcome our salutatorian for the class of 2024, Ms. Samantha Cabrera.
As we gather here today to celebrate the culmination of our high school journey, I am filled with a profound sense of pride and gratitude. This graduation not only represents the end of a chapter, but also the beginning of an exciting new journey. Throughout the last few years, we have put in a lot of effort, overcome obstacles, and pursued excellence. We have poured our hearts into our passions, our studies, and our relationships, which have ultimately led us to this very moment. As we move forward, we eventually become the new adults of our world. It seems frightening to start an unknown journey. The uncertainty is uncomfortable, and not knowing what comes next might make someone feel lost and hopeless. But I want you all to remember that as you embark on this new path, you are more than capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. High school has been more than just a place of learning. It is where we discovered things about ourselves and formed lifelong friendships. I've always loved the idea that we are a mosaic of people we've shared bonds with. Every person you've ever encountered in your high school years has made an impact on your identity and your life. Therefore, as you move forward to the next chapter, find comfort in knowing that you are not alone. In this new unknown journey, even though people might grow apart, you will always carry a piece of each other, which will serve as a stepping stone to achieve the best versions of yourself. I know I've learned a lot in my years at GEO. I met people who've left an imprint on my life that I will continue to cherish. I express my gratitude to the teachers and staff who've helped me attain my goals, provided me support, and taught me not only academic lessons, but also life lessons that I will remember for the rest of my life. But most importantly, I want to thank my ultimate inspiration, which comes from my mom and my dad. If not for their support and sacrifices, I would not be here today. They have been the pillars of strength upon which my dreams are built. Their unwavering belief in me has been a constant source of motivation, and their love has been the foundation upon which I have grown. As we step into this new chapter, remember that you carry the wisdom and strength of everyone who has touched your life. You are never truly alone. And the journey, while new and uncharted, is one for which you are well prepared. Embrace the excitement of new beginnings and trust that you are a unique mosaic of experiences will guide you towards a bright and fulfilling future. To my fellow graduates, let's celebrate our achievements, cherish our memories, and look forward to incredible opportunities that lie ahead. We are capable, we are strong, and we are ready for whatever the future holds. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Good job. It is my honor to introduce our class of 2024 valedictorian, Mr. Angel Gomez Clemente.
Hi, for those who don't know me, I am Angel Gomez Clemente, valedictorian of class of 2024. At times, I did not even think I was going to make it here, but yet here I am thinking of what my next steps are, what our next steps are. I remember starting school during COVID, something totally new that I never thought I would have to do. Starting at a new established school with a unique program, I was taking a gamble with my future. All of us were, and we were just uncertain about various things. Waking up and receiving our education through a screen and having limited physical interaction was odd. It was not our traditional yearly routine that we were used to for the previous 9 years. It eventually became the norm across the country. Times have changed drastically since then. We are now able to freely sit in classes without masks and not have to worry about a virus like we used to. There have been many good changes and some bad that we wish never happened. Yet, here we are, ready to walk across that stage. Everyone has had a different journey, but none of them were simple. We all had our struggles, but we did not let that steer us from our goal to make it to this day. Everyone has taken chances, sometimes against the odds, but we took that leap of faith. It does not mean that we were always victorious, but we tried. I failed and learned. I won even though it was not in the way that I desired. Life teaches you lessons in many types of ways. To me, the most valuable ones are learned through failure. That there was more to discover, that I am not bound to anything, and that I can progress and pursue more. So, I can say today that I stand proudly, knowing that all of my work has paid off, that I am able to make my family proud, grateful to have everyone around me to be able to graduate next to all of you. These years have been filled with all kinds of things, but I am appreciative to have met and spent my last year with you. This includes my family, especially my parents, who have supported my ideas and guided me in the right direction. To them, I owe the whole world. They always stuck by me regardless of the mistakes that were made. In the future, I wish all of you success, joy, and wisdom, whether that is working college, traveling, or just exploring your options, that the next chapter in our lives will be what we want it to be. Congratulations, class of 2024, on gaining through high school.
Thank you, Angel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our keynote speaker for 2024, a judge in our Marion County Superior Court, the Honorable Judge Gaither.
Well, I tell you what. So, family, education is really expensive, but ignorance costs more. So, let me just say, GEO, how are the children? See, in the African diaspora, in the region between Kenya and Tanzania, there's a tribe called the Maasai. They start all their public gatherings with that phrase, how are the children? Because they know instinctively that if the children are well, then the family is well. And if the family is well, then the village is well. And you can see where this is going. And when the village is well, so is the community, so is the nation. And so we're going to start right here on May 22nd, 2024, GEO. How are the children? Thank you for that. Don't talk back to me. Talk back to me. Because I want to tell the class, don't go for the pump fake. But get ready. It's time. Grit, G-R-I-T. Get ready. It's time. Because it doesn't matter how much money you have, although it helps. It doesn't matter who your parents are, although that helps. And it doesn't matter how pretty you are or how handsome you are, that helps in some circles. But really, what makes the difference between success and failure is grit. How bad do you want it? How hard are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to grind to be successful? Because success and failure are options to be chosen. You can choose success just like you can choose failure. See, every day you wake up, you're gifted with chances and choices. Choices you make, chances you take. And just like chances and choices, every morning in some portions of Africa, the gazelle wakes up knowing that they have to run faster than the fastest lion or they'll be eaten. The lion wakes up knowing they have to run faster than the slowest gazelle or they won't eat. So whether you view yourself as a gazelle or whether you view yourself as a lion, you have to wake up every morning and run as fast as you can. Because as you leave this space and go to your several spaces, mommy won't be there to wake you up and tell you it's time to go to school. Mommy won't be there to wake you up and tell you it's time for breakfast. Mommy won't be there and tell you it's time to do your homework. It's time to go to class. It's time to wash the dishes. Get ready. It's time. So let me tell you just a little bit of how I got to this space. I grew up on the east side, right here in Indianapolis. I went to grade school at School 37, right on the hill, 25th and Keystone. Used to walk by the juvenile detention center every day on the way to school. Now, growing up, I wanted to be an architect, and because I like to draw and I like spaces and that kind of a thing. So now, back in that day, we used to have a class called shop. I know you don't remember that, but Mr. Teaser, you might remember shop. But anyway, my shop teacher told me to go to the University of Cincinnati because they had one of the better schools of architecture. And I was blessed with the opportunity to go there. But I did not get into the School of Architecture. There was a man there named Mr. Schultz. And I can't prove that, and I wasn't able to prove it then. But Mr. Schultz, I believe, took it upon himself to make sure that students of color would not graduate from the School of Architecture. So I end up doing something else. I'm still angry about that today because my life, I wanted to do something and I let one man tell me that I could not do, and I said, okay. And I vowed never to let that happen again. So I decided that I was going to go to law school. I wanted to be a lawyer. Now, GEO, let me tell you, I had a lot of fun in college. Let me just put that where the goats can get it. I had a lot of fun in college. And my grades reflected that. I had B's and C's and a couple A's. And I knew that that was not good enough to get into law school. So thinking about Mr. Schultz, I applied to 10 law schools because I figured some law school in this country is going to accept me. Well, I got 9 rejection letters, and they just start coming. Every day I come home from school, and I get a letter, and they always read the same. They were always really thin, and they always said, Dear Mr. Gaither, thank you for your application, blah, blah, blah. And I always look for that word, however, we can't accept you. But I got one letter, Howard University School of Law. Howard accepted me. But let me tell you why Howard accepted me. There's a lady down the street from me named Miss Vera. We call her Aunt Vera. Aunt Vera worked in the mail room of, at that time, Senator Lugar. I asked Aunt Vera, can you get the senator to write me a letter? I don't know the senator for Adam, but he wrote me a letter. And why that's important, because I later found my student file at the law school, and someone hand wrote on there, grades not too good, but had enough gumption to get the senator to write a letter let him in. So it made it seem like I had some juice. And all I did was ask Aunt Vera. And so, in my view, the rest is history. I have an affinity for education. I believe in it because education is the passport. Education is the thing that takes you from wherever you are to wherever you want to go. So education is the thing that took me from 2608 Sangster, 2 streets over from Douglas Park, to the University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio, to Howard University School of Law, Washington, D.C., where I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi, by the way. Yo, baby, yo. Where I clerked for the District of Columbia Court of Appeals, where I came back to Indianapolis, worked as a deputy prosecutor, worked as a public defender, sworn onto the bench as a magistrate, became the juvenile judge of here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and now a judge in the family division of Mary Superior Court because of education. Took me from here to there. And so we are in our feelings. You know, young people have this thing about being in your feelings. And because, you know why? Because we feel the weight of oppression. We feel the weight of social inequality. We feel the weight of racism and white supremacy. But I submit to you, GEO, your emotions are your feelings, but your brain makes decisions. Don't let your feelings get in the way of decisions that you have to make. Because as you go through life, you're going to meet it, Mr. Schultz. There's always and my grandmother should say, there's always somebody in your life that's going to keep you on your knees. I didn't really understand it then, but in my stage of life, I understand it perfectly now. So when you leave out of here, and then when you go to IU and Purdue and University of Indianapolis and the workforce and the choices that you make, I want you to remember the least of these. Because all of last year, up until May 22nd, 2024, there were 50 children 19 years of age who were alive then or who are dead right now. These are children that would never experience the joy of graduation. They would never experience the satisfaction of achievement. They would never experience all the pleasures that life has to offer. And so when you leave out of here, please keep that in mind. Be there for those people who could not. Because it doesn't take, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be powerful. You don't have to be pretty. You just have to care. You just have to care. Right now, I've got 44 children in the detention center over at 25th and Keystone. Some of them are charged with murder. Some of them are charged with armed robbery, carjacking, burglary. The path that they are on is way different from the path that you're currently on. Make sure you stay on that path. So, and I keep going back to this, get ready, it's time. So when you leave out of here and you go into your several spaces, in your joy and in your sorrow, in your rising up, in your lying down, in your laughter, in your tears, in your leisure and your labor, remember those, the least of those. But I'm gonna give you this. So when you leave out of here, take your ABCs with you. And I don't mean your ABCs from Miss Collins or Miss Townsend or Miss Duncan. I'm talking about the ABCs of life. So, A, you must accept the assignment for achievement. B, you have to believe in yourself. C, you must have the courage for your conviction. D, you have to demonstrate the determination to not be defeated. E, you have to evaluate everything as you experience it. F, you have to fight the fight that needs to be fought. G, get God on your side. H, have a heart. I, be an inspiration to others. J, just take Jesus on your journey. K, keep on keeping on. L, learn to be a leader. M, make it happen in now. O, observe every opportunity to overcome the obstacles of your opponents. P, put your best foot forward. Q, quit quitting. R, respect your S, self. T, take a chance. U, watch me forget my evaluation. What's it? RST. U, understand your V, value, W, worth. Don't be a Xerox. Y, yearn for understanding. Z, be zealous in everything that you do. Take these ABCs with you, class, as you go. Now, one more thing. So here, class of 2024, stand up. Stand up. Now, yes, give them a hand. So, as a judge, I get to swear people in. So I'm gonna take a little privilege. I'm gonna swear this class in. So, family, if you're here for a student, you stand up as well. All right. Now, everybody standing up, raise your right hand. Raise your right hand, class. I'm looking dead at you. Raise your right. You're supposed to know what hand is right by now. All right. Now, repeat after me. Now, say this with your full chest. I want everybody who's getting donuts at Long's Bakery to hear this. I want everybody who's at Castleton Square to hear you. I want everybody in the Monument Circle. Are we ready? Yes. Being good enough is not good enough. Mediocrity is the enemy of excellence. We strive for excellence in everything we do until excellence becomes a habit and not a single act. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. Now give yourselves a hand. So, GEO class of 2024, the world is waiting for you. Get ready. It's time. Thank you very much.
Mr. Teasley. Mr. Teasley, I present to you members of the class of 2024. I certify that they will have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the School Board of GEO Next Generation Academy and the State of Indiana. I hereby recommend they receive their diploma.
I'm going to wait a minute and let all of the families who are trying to get a seat to come on in. Please, come on. Come on. Got plenty of seats over here to the right. Oops. Ms. Evans, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana and the GEO Next Generation Academy Board of Education, I hereby confer on these individuals the Indiana High School diploma with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Will our graduates please stand? So, families, are you ready? My graduates, are y'all ready? I don't hear you. All right, but we're going to get started. So, as they receive their diplomas, the scholars' names will be read by GEO Next Generation Academy's Assistant Principal, Mrs. Rhodes.
Let's get ready, graduates. All right. Our first graduate is Toriana Bosman. Samantha Cabrera. Morelia Carrillo. Adeline Caceres Ojeda. Katie Cruz Chavez. Crystal Cruz Chavez. Yarida Curiel. Curvins Duclis. Javion Fowler. Madeline Gomez Lopez. Angel Gomez Clemente. Anthony Hayes. Juan Herrera. Rhymes Johnson. David Jones. Rosmeris Lopez Parada. Ivan Mercado Onofre. Angie Nieto. Chandler Osman. Patrick Robinson. Rabdina Sani. Miley Smith. Cartier Suggs. Jada Vaughn. Alter Voltaire. Antonio Wilson. And last but not least, we would like to honor someone who unfortunately wasn't able to be with us, Keon Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome back to the stage our valedictorian and salutatorian, Angel and Samantha will commence with the turning of the tassels.
The turning of the tassels from the right to the left is a tradition that marks the earning of a diploma and moving into the next stage of life.
At this time, I invite my fellow graduates to turn your tassels.
Good job. You did it. Good job. You fine. Good job. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the GEO Next Generation Academy class of 2024.
We will need the graduates back in the gym, but families, please go to the cafeteria.